Hi, everyone. Good night, good night, good night. Thank you guys so much for being on our call tonight. We really appreciate you guys taking the time out of your busy schedule to sit in and listen on to this call. But before we get started, I just want to remind you guys please have a pen and a paper with you so that you can take notes because trust me, the information that you're going to get tonight, you want to take notes. You want to make sure and have it written down so that you know exactly what you need to know to make an informed decision. Now, guys, tonight I had the pleasure to welcome, introduce our presenter, our host for tonight, Masha. Now, guys, I met her after being in this opportunity, and I must say, she's a very powerful, inspirational woman, and it's really a pleasure being around her. When I hear her speak, it really and truly makes me feel as though I am in the right place, I am around the right people. I do believe that she is well equipped to give you guys all of the information that you need to make an informed decision tonight on this opportunity. Now, Masha is a mom of two beautiful girls, two beautiful young ladies, and I know that she has background in being a principal and in teaching and in motivating, and I do honestly feel as though being a part of this opportunity I was able to meet a lot of people that have been able to add value in my life in so many different ways. And every day I learn something new from them. Now, today, being able to introduce Masha is a great honor for me. And I do want you guys to pay attention to her. Take your notes, ask questions in the comments if necessary, and we'll try to answer them for you guys. So, Masha, are you on the call?
I certainly am. Thank you so very much, Shakila. Super mom, you are indeed a super woman. And it is, ladies and gentlemen, this lady, you should stick around and get to know who super mom is. And for the rest of you, everyone, how are you doing? Welcome in. How are you doing? I hope you had a great day. Listen, I know I spoke to someone today. He said he was so tired. I know what it's like after a long day of work, but believe you me, the few minutes you're going to spend with us is going to be well worth it because we are going to be sharing some information with you that could possibly set the stage for the next phase of your life. The next phase of your life. The next phase of your life is a decision away. But let's get into what we want to share with you. In the background, you're going to see the word iconic. Iconic is a very powerful word. It stands for things that are that mean something, that are strong in its foundation, and that actually can build a legacy. Behind me, you see the word team legacy because we're a team and we are looking not just to build something for now but to leave for generations. The good book says not just for your children but for your children's children. So how can we get to do that? How can we move the needle forward so that we could capitalize in what's around us and use today's world, what we have, to be able to capitalize in today's world? And so with that, I wanted to do that. I wanted to change the dynamic of my life too. So let's get into it. So let's move on. We have a few disclaimers here, right? So what you would see here, it's because you have to put in the work. It's not magic. It's not overnight. So past successes do not mean what's going to happen for you in the future. It's a hand in hand situation because we're all about education. So let's see, moving on, let's see, who are we? We are a community of entrepreneurs who have a mission to help persons, millions of persons, find and achieve financial results with the digital business of the financial markets. How do we do that? We do that in two ways. We do that in the financial markets using advanced technology. And guys, don't worry if you're not too techy. That's okay. You don't have to have a background in tech. You don't have to have any kind of tech degree or anything like that. You could use your phone. You could make it to this live call. You could make it, and we'll teach you everything else that you need to know. So don't worry about that. Second to that, we have a referral market, right, where we can earn income two ways if you choose to do that. So moving on. Now, we live in an age where business has changed. Now, I'm going to say my age without saying my age. Back when I was a young one, cell phones were now coming out, and that was a big deal. I used to go to the cinema with friends. Remember those days? And you had two movies showing at a time. I used to have to wait for a taxi. Times have changed. I used to have to go to High Street in San Fernando. I'm a South girl, and purchase what I want. Nothing was delivered home to me. Times have changed and business has changed. The way we earn has changed. There's even a way where people could meet someone online. No, we had to go to the clubs and the bazaars and the things to meet people like that. Times have changed, and the way we make money, my friend, has also changed. So let's get with the times. Moving on. Now, here's what we're talking about. In Iconic, in this company called Iconic, we have a global reach. You can be able to earn income with a flexible schedule. Guys, how many of us who are busy burning the midnight oil, busy getting up early in the morning, taking the traffic, preparing our kids, finding our way in a toxic work environment, bringing work home with us, attending to our kids again, attending to the husband, attending to the wife, the whoever is in your household, rinse and repeat. Never a moment for yourself. And after all of that hard work, it's still hard to make ends meet. Yes or yes? Okay, let's move on. We want to change that scene. This company was started by these three gentlemen here. So we have Mr. Edwin Haynes. Mr. Edwin Haynes is the president of Iconic. He is a very man with a vast amount of experience in building companies, building wealth, taking companies from startup to status. Mr. Hassan Mohammed. Mr. Hassan Mohammed, he is the founder and the CEO of Iconic. This man has a vision to make life simplified and better for any person who wishes to go that road. Through technology, through using the thing called technology, being a disruptor in the world of technology, so that we all don't have to be like the ants following the leader anymore. We can actually be able to use technology to change the trajectory of our financial situation, our life, our family by extension. Mr. Jared Wilkins, VP of Business Development. Guys, this company has been interviewed and has been represented on all the different platforms you see, especially Inc. 5000, which recognized this company to be one of the fastest growing companies in the last fiscal year. Moving on. So what are we talking about when we hear the word financial markets? So we just talked about being a disruptor. We talked about Mr. Hassan being a disruptor, using technology. And we hear about the word financial markets all the time. Personally, for me, when I was a child, I used to love to read the newspaper and get to where the financial business page was. I used to read that little box that had all the stocks and stuff. That was me, little girl, didn't know where I would end up. But success leaves clues. Not so? The Forex market, stock market, and the crypto market. And guys, when you hear about these things, don't feel intimidated. Don't feel afraid, because you're going to learn every single thing you need to know. So here's what we're going to talk about. So in Iconic, we offer a multitude of services. We're going to offer you education like you saw in the financial markets, how to read all those different financial markets and capitalize on it. And also we have a service called Swipe to Trade. Swipe to Trade does something like this. You have your phone, right? You receive an idea, trade idea comes, and you decide if you're going to take it or not. How's that for making money? Talk about using your phone, right? For something profitable. This is what it does, my friend. This is one of the services we have in addition to the education which no one can take from you. So let's move from that. We also have the crypto side of things, where we learn about the education, and we have the academy. Now, in our IQA Academy, we are going to be able to learn about the Forex market, and especially about this amazing thing, which you all going to get fired up about, stock options. It's going to change the game. We have recorded videos. We have live sessions. And if, of course, you can't make it to that, we are going to be able to schedule your time. You know how you tell your kids to go and schedule their time to study? You're going to put in your studies, but you know what you're going to get from it? Education that is going to change the game, your financial situation. Guys, what you see in the background there, take a moment and look at it. Take a screenshot if you need to, because you see that thing called stock options is going to be your game changer. Personally, I had a conversation with someone today, and she said, Marsha, stocks, I always was interested in stocks, but she thought I was talking about our local market. I said, no, hon, not our local market. We are talking about the stock options, and we're talking about the foreign market. We're talking about the US market. She was, tell me more. And I will be happy to tell you more. But I will be even happier if, and you will be even happier if you get into learning more. So it's for beginners, it's for intermediate, it's for the advanced. You do not have to have the experience. You're going to have all the training, all the sessions. And the educator, in her personal coaching, she charges 300 per hour for her private lessons. But fortunately, she's exclusive to Iconic. So that's not good. You're gonna get the value that she offers, but you're gonna get it at such a up in such a package that you're not even it's gonna be so worth it. It's gonna be more than you expected. Let's move on. So we are talking about, I told you all this. I told you about stock options, all the financial markets. So now you're wondering, Marsha, let's get to it. Because everybody wants to know, how do I get in? So we have packages here that will allow you to enter into our programs. Okay, we have the Elite Pack and the Elite Pro. And this is what we offer in the Elite Pro. For 199, like what, 200, right, is your startup, and then 149 per month. But the value of that, you have access to all the education in IQ. It's like your digital library. You have the Manara scanner. The Manara scanner, my friend, sends you trade ideas for your forex trading. It scans the market, sends you ideas, and you get to plug that in and make your income there, right? Solex, that's an app that is exclusive to Iconic, where all our educators are, and you get to see what they're sending out in terms of trade ideas, when their live sessions are. You follow them and you learn from them. Stocks, an entire platform where you're going to learn about stock options. Live sessions, of course, we have live sessions from our educators. And if you cannot attend the live sessions, well, they are recorded for you to watch and take all the education from afterwards. Swipe to trade, that I just made mention, where you literally receive it on your phone, take the trade if you wish to take it, and you just capitalize on that. Plutos. Plutos is another platform that we have, another product that we have that's going to be able to send trade ideas to you. Guys, we have that there. The cost, listen, when you see, and you hear, you may or may not have heard this before, when you see someone's telling you the goal is right there, the change that you want is right there, it's right there. This is the cost of the shovel to get there. That's it. That is it. With a community of support that is second to none. But guys, that's not all we have to offer. But I am going to just introduce now to you my coach, my mentor. This is a gentleman who deserves every accolade when I say coach, mentor, and leader. He is instrumental and has been instrumental and will continue to be instrumental into changing many, many lives across the globe. Now, this gentleman started off in the world of work, and after working in the government service, right, in the Ministry of Labor, I believe it is. And not long after that, he transitioned out, because he realized the cap that he was under when it comes to a salary was not what he wanted. So, along with his wife, he traveled the world and began to change lives everywhere he went, showing persons that there are other ways to live and earn and enjoy that thing called freedom. The freedom tool. Guys, this is called a freedom tool. Learning to earn in the online space, in the financial market, is a freedom tool. He has been able to bring clarity to so many people learning in the financial markets. I entered the financial markets being unclear, lacking confidence, and he has been instrumental through his teachings and patience and coaching to help me to come out of that and to be able now to be confident in the financial markets. It is my absolute pleasure, it's my honor and my pleasure to introduce to you guys my personal coach and mentor, Mr. Richard Gabriel. Mr. Gabriel, are you here?
I am here, Marsha. Thank you so much for the introduction and very, very good presentation, Marsha. I know that people understand very clearly the services we have here, and for them to understand that we have serious education and what we're doing is impacting a lot of people. And thank you so much for all that you do for the community and keep impacting lives. I'm very grateful for you and all that you do. So thank you once again. All right, guys. So we won't be too long here. Okay. As you could see, the services are very good, and I just want to help you guys to understand one thing because I could read your minds already, guys. For me, I've been trading 8 years now, full time. My wife and I both, and I was in the beginning of my years, looking to get into a different field that could make me more money. I was skeptical at first, and I just realized that skepticism is not valid if you can make a logical decision. Okay? There's no reason to be skeptical if you could clearly see what it is you're getting into. So, the company, when I saw this company just over a year ago, I decided myself to partner with the company because I understand the trading space in terms of what is legit and what is not. So I just want to help for the newbies, for people who are looking for an opportunity to understand the difference between Iconic and other platforms that may have passed through and did not stand the test of time. Iconic is simply education. So write that down, guys. Education. The reason why we're so successful in this community is because we put education at the forefront. No one will be able to steal from you what you learn at the end of the day. That's like someone coming to try to steal my degree from me after I finish university. Okay? It doesn't happen. So we all know that education is good. Education is legitimate. Okay. And now some people will ask, so what are the results? Are people having results? Well, yes, we have a community just over a year now, and we have people making exceptional gains in knowledge. And also, you have to understand, guys, that people learn at different speeds. Imagine someone telling you, or if you have kids, or let's say carry yourself back when you were in high school or secondary school, whichever you would call it, or primary school, and every day you go to primary school, let's say primary school, for example, in the afternoon, when you finish class, they come and they ask you how much money you make. How much money you make? That working for you? Wouldn't that be a very ignorant question? Wouldn't that be a very, out of place question? That it doesn't make sense. Because education will precede what most people are doing to go get a 8 to 4, a job when they're qualified. So what we have here is we ask people, how much did you learn? That is the right mentality. So we are helping our whole culture to shift its mindset from the get rich quick schemes that they look for in terms of how much money you make. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why we are so powerful on what we're doing, because education precedes profits. Are you guys getting this? Education precedes profits. I failed in the beginning of my trading career because I did not put education first. I was chasing the money, I was chasing the market. And for those of you on the call who are brand new, you do not need to know anything. You could get involved, and this is for brand new people. For those of you who are intermediate, maybe you have been trading and not profitable yet, maybe you're still working a job and you aren't full time yet, you can't go full time. This is for you as well, because you might be missing that one extra little skill set. And if your cup If you don't have a full cup and you have humility, this is a place for you in our community where you can continue to learn. If you're a professional trader, you're someone with a lot of experience like myself, you could also learn and make more profits here. So every category or every level that you're at, wherever you are, this is the right space to be. If I was starting off brand new as an experienced trader right now, I'm telling you, I would start with Iconic and I would get myself an elite pack for 200 US. And I will pay my 149 every month until I master the skill set. How many of you ever heard this? If you want to go and chop a tree, don't spend the all day with a dull axe chopping 1,000 times. Probably spend 100 hours and in one chop, the work is done. And that is what people need to understand. Now, I'm not saying you can't come in and make money immediately, because we have services where you could copy trade ideas and you can make profits. We have people right now. I have a young lady right now. She's 26 years of age. She doesn't work for anyone and she makes probably more money than some high paying jobs from a service called Plutus, the copy and paste trading service. I won't give any figures because past profits do not guarantee future results. Full disclaimer, guys, we do not make any guarantees here. Guarantees get you in trouble and guarantees make people get scammed, honestly. Okay? No guarantees. The only guarantee I'll give you here, guys, is that you will get education. And if you apply yourself, you're guaranteed to learn and make and move up the ladder a notch and get more value. We even have people here in stock options, guys, who have been working for 12 years at permanent jobs. And in the last 5 months, they were able to say, listen, I could resign my job. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not even taking people 4 years like a degree. And this is what I wish people had in terms of the education from since we were small and as small as kindergarten, guys. Because the human brain can learn anything. This will never be taught to you in your school systems because the banks don't want you doing what they do. The government, the hedge funds, none of the superpowers want anyone to learn the language of how to read a chart and make money. But if you are sick and tired of doing the same thing over and over, maybe you've been praying for an opportunity. This is the opportunity, guys. You just need to participate in saving yourself. So the opportunities will always be there, but if you don't participate, that is where everything will fall short. So it's not going to be easy. I'm letting you know right now. It's a new skill you're going to learn, just like getting a degree online or getting some type of course, online learning. You have the availability to learn all of this online and recordings if you're busy as well. Because I know some of you saying, well, I'm very busy. I don't know if I have time to learn it. But if you keep saying that, guys, you will be busy till you're expired. You're never going to get back time. All of us have 24 hours in a day. So what is the difference between me sitting down here and I shared with my team today? Let me show you. I think I could show you from, let me see if I could go into the WhatsApp group here. So watch this, guys. We have a community. You're going to be part of a community, ladies and gentlemen. And in our community, we are very interactive. We even have homework assignments because this thing is very educational. And we want people away with a skill set. I don't know how many people, okay? This was yesterday, I shared with the group, okay? 428 US. And that was just in 30 minutes. Who do you know right now? That's why I always ask people, who do you know right now could make 400 US or more? Sometimes we do even more. Some skills, and gentlemen, monthly income. That is the kind of education we have here. We are dealing directly with the markets and extracting money from the markets. Everything we do is above board in terms of setting up the broker, the regulated brokers. In terms of the education, here I will show you an image. Everything is recorded here. So what Marsha was going through was just a tip of the iceberg. You're not going to remember everything, ladies and gentlemen, from this call, but I just want you to know one thing. The decision you make tonight could change your life. Everything is waiting for you to go full throttle. so that you could take the information and the education and apply it. And that is how you're going to move up in life. Okay. So what I want to do, I want to end the presentation sharing with you all how it is people right now are taking advantage of the entire opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, you can come in, use the services, take the education, and change your life. You could come in as a customer only and say, listen, I just want to use the services. I want to learn to trade. I want to be disciplined for a year, 2 years, 3 years, however long it takes you to learn it. You can do that and you could make money. That is what I wanted. I wanted to know that people could come in, use the service, and make money. But it will take time. Trading is a psychological thing. Trading is an acquired skill, and trading requires time, guys. You cannot rush this skill set, but it is something worth it that you would have for the rest of your life. The next thing I want to show you is guaranteed money. Anybody want guaranteed money? You want to make fast money while you're learning to make life-changing money through trading? Let me show you the opportunity of a lifetime you have. Right now, we are expanding the company because Iconic is a very young company. And what we saw happened so far since we have been expanding the company is the amount of value people have been getting from these services. Now, not only that, people have been given a unique opportunity to be able to get profit shares from the company. Ladies and gentlemen, when was the last time? Think of your jobs right now. When was the last time your job or a friend or a family or somebody that you gave a recommendation to gave you a commission? When was the last time you went to work and worked extremely hard and they increased your paycheck the harder you work? Let me show you the difference why it is we could be stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home dads, and I'm going to introduce you to a stay-at-home mom very shortly who is taking advantage of this opportunity. And this opportunity, you know what the cap is? The cap income potential of this is in terms of the residual income. It's 1 million US a month. This company says they are willing to pay out a million, actually 1.16 million US per month, to be exact, if somebody took this company seriously and helped with the expansion. And I'm like, wait a second. The company is legit. The services are legit. It's just education. We're not taking anybody's money to try and trade for them, no guarantees. And then they want to pay us for helping expand it. How good I mean, that is everything you could be praying for. Okay? Everything you could be praying for. So you heard from Marsha. Marsha right now in the company is what's called an apprentice. Quickly head into Influencer 500. That just means, let me break this down for you and help you understand how big this opportunity is. And what we're looking for is to help people to make residual income, just the same way you have residual bills. This is what people are accustomed to: residual bills and one income. That is why people are broke. But because we have been brainwashed for over 18 years of your life, go to school, get your grades, graduate, get a job. That's it. Work for 45 years, retire, get a pension, and struggle. That can't be life. So the reason why we are being so successful is because we actually washed our brains from what they taught us to say that doesn't make sense. So what people should be doing is building their own residual income, expanding their income base, not trying to cut down the bills, but get more income, because you'll always have bills. So if you are not expanding a company of your own or building a subscription-based model company, you're obsolete, guys. Right now, if you are paying a subscription for, let's say, Netflix or any type of service, it could be your water bill, your electricity bill, going to your job is a subscription too. Everything has a subscription, guys. Tithe in, you go to church, you tithe in, that's subscription too. But if you're not building one for yourself, you're living the wrong life. You are not evolving. Billion-dollar companies today run subscription-based models. So you're getting into one of the biggest markets out there. And that is why people can make so much money, as I'm showing you here. And the company is young, so you're getting in very early. Now, you do not have to do this, guys. I'm just explaining to you to help you understand how significant it is. You could just use these services and you don't have to tell anyone. I have some customers like that. They're happy making their money trading and they don't want to tell a soul. But guess what, guys? If I did not open my mouth and share it with another person, you would not have so many people today benefiting. So I'm not going to be greedy with information that should be free, and neither should you. Let people decide what they want and do not emotionalize what people say. That's how I roll. So if someone wants to make this money, and right now we're on a major goal to help this year 20 people to get to 12,000 US dollars per month. You could do the calculation in your own currency because I know we have people in other countries on this call. What is 12,000 US dollars per month? What does that mean to you guys? Isn't that life changing already? And you know what's even better? You will be learning a high paying skill set of trading while making this money. And if you so decide to, you could take a portion of that residual income, put it into your trading account, and with the knowledge you have acquired, you can be able to grow your money now, just like banks do, just like hedge funds do. You're empowered now, and you have an online business. Because if you have a business and you're not online, guys, you're not in business. You're not in business. Sorry. So right now, I want to introduce on the call a stay-at-home mom of many stay-at-home moms that we have in our crew, our group community, that are successful, skillful traders because they're learning the education and they're mastering their skill set and their craft, but they are also open to sharing it with people, and they have been working their way up because they're doing business too. And one of them tonight I'm going to introduce. Her name is Shanice. She's an influencer 500, guys. Stay-at-home mom, very inspirational individual, very focused and serious individual. Someone that saw the opportunity, did not procrastinate, put in the work, stock options trader, and now a recipient of making 500 US extra every month, on her way to influencer 1,000, which is 1,000 US extra every month, separate from what she makes from trading, guys. So, Shanice, are you on the call? Do we have Shanice on the call? Oh, I hear you very faint, Shanice. I know we were having some technical difficulties tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I really wanted to have Shanice on the call. She is coming through. I'm hearing her very, very soft. Let me try one more time. Shanice, are you on the call? I did. I'm hearing you now. I'm hearing you now. Hello? Okay, no, I'm not hearing her right now. All right, what I'll do, guys, let me see. Let me bring on. Okay, so, all right, we have a little technical difficulty there with Shanice tonight. Okay, I was just speaking with her earlier. And what I'll do, I'll introduce to you another stay-at-home mom. Okay, one who is an influencer 1,000. Okay, that means she can earn minimum 1,000 US extra every month. Okay, this individual, when I met her, guys, it was really inspirational too. She had to actually take a loan to get started. Some of you could find 200 US to get started. This individual had to take a loan to get started. But she took the loan and she did not procrastinate and sit down. She took the loan and she went to work. And today, because of her work ethic and because of her drive and desire, some things, some qualities that many people do not have, that I've come across in life. Some people are walking around dead already. They're just waiting to go 6 feet under, but they're walking dead already. They have no dreams, goals, ambition. But this individual went into the academy, studied her stock options, and has been helping people, really and truly helping people, guys. And she's quickly moving up to 1,500 US a month while also helping people. So, Shakila, are you on the call?
Yes, coach, I am
Awesome,
here.
Shakila. I just wanted for you to share a few words with the guests.
Hello, coach is still.
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Sorry. I just wanted you to share a few words with the
Mhm.
guests very quickly.
Okay, guys. So for me, when I came and I became part of this opportunity, guys, I was skeptical, like most people are, because I just got scammed. I ended up flat on my face. Not a penny in our bank account, our lifestyle. We increased it. It's like we just hit rock bottom once again. Christmas 2023 passed, and we didn't have anything for our children to have, like toys. And for Christmas we do a lot of baking and shopping. We didn't have that. It was a very sad moment. So for me, when I saw this opportunity, I won't lie to you guys, I was very negative, right? I was very skeptical, and I felt like I didn't even have any energy to do anything again. I was so down and depressed. But it had a time where I had to really check myself, and I also had my husband there to check me. And I really had to be like, you have a dream to become financially free. You have a dream to not have to work a 9 to 5, because I really don't want to work a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life. That was terrifying for me. So, if that is the case, then online is your way out. Online is your ticket to financial freedom. Now, if you're going to give up and you're going to put everything in one bracket because you were burnt already, your dream. Now, that wake up call, which I didn't want to hear at the time, was what I needed. My husband having the spirit and the zeal to keep pushing, which is something I'll always be grateful for, is why I'm here today. And I am so young. I listen to my overly stubborn, even a state where we had to get in here. We didn't have the money in our bank account, guys. When we saw the prices of the packages, our eyes open big, because you're telling me US. Not that I didn't see the value, but I didn't think that I could have paid that, and it's a monthly subscription. But guess what? That is what gave me the drive. Because I know that we didn't have money, didn't want to be a one here, put my head down, spent hours of the night studying, getting, you guys hear me clearly? This thing done. Because for me, my first 30 days, if I didn't want to be my last, I had to make this thing work. And I really did put in the work. Guarantee. But for me personally, I was able to make back my investment in the first 2 weeks of being in this opportunity. I was able to, because I put in the work. Now, when I saw that, when I came all of the education, and then on top of that, I had a powerful team backing me, I was like, nah, I had to share this opportunity. I had to start to tell people about it, because this is life changing. This is life changing, and I have to share it. I started to only share the opportunity, but also help people when they come in. I started to make, hey guys, plug in, take full advantage of it, and you will see results. In doing that, that's a place where I am residually making a US, apart from anything that I earn, which is crazy. Apart from the fast start bonus, that so I am literally a 5-figure earner in my family. The highest paid person in my family as a stay-at-home mom. I was able to retire, which is something that I really wanted to do, because she was sickly and still that wasn't paying her enough. I was able to say, Mom, you know what, rest, and I'll handle you. How do you do that? Opportunity. So that I know that anybody who comes in here and they apply themselves and they're in will see the result. Do not study how much you're spending to get access to it. Focus on the value that you're getting from it. Focus on the series of normal people whose life. I'm not special. I don't have no big work. I I am just a stay-at-home mom in front of my computer, making it happen, making it. So if you guys are watching this opportunity and you're still on to do, my advice, I do not in this opportunity, I do not know where I've been. I can finally breathe. My family can finally breathe, and it's because of this opportunity. So high pains in my back pocket that we are set for life. So do take this opportunity seriously. This be the last time that you see this presentation, because you already get yourself on the inside after this presentation. Informed decision, guys. Put down your head and get ready to change your life. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shakila. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all the time. All right, guys. So, not to make this call too long, once again, okay, we are expanding very rapidly. We have another session on Thursday night, 8 p.m., as well as we support with in person sessions. So, right now, we have sessions at SAPA and we have sessions at UE on Saturdays in person for 3 hours so that the community can get the best service as possible, and people come out and enjoy themselves. They come with their laptops, they come to learn, and we are doing all of this to provide the support. If you're in another country, we have Zoom sessions and all of the education and the services, from copy and paste trading, from AI scanning tools to stock options by world-renowned stock options educator Jessica Ramos. All of those things are available online. Okay. So once again, congratulations for being on the call. I appreciate you all. Get back to the person who invited you to the call. Let them know what you liked best. Let them know exactly when you would like to get started. And I urge you all, get positioned early, guys, because the growth that's going to take place is going to be so big. You want to be positioned early as possible so that you can reap the most benefits. So I appreciate you all again for being on the call. That's all for now. Bye, guys.